In this video, we're breaking down the classic New York accent.
What up, neckbone? What are you looking at with the ice grill? Out of here, I'll poke your eyes out. I hit you with a slingshot real quick. Yo, what up, kid? Yo, everybody knows who Mo's in the street.
Now, to be clear, not all New Yorkers sound like this, but this is an accent that's synonymous with the city. In this video, we'll be discussing where the accent comes from and some key pronunciation points. Let's get into it. Before New York City existed, the region was home to the Lenape people. In the early 1600s, Dutch settlers founded New Amsterdam, which became a diverse colony with Europeans, enslaved Africans, and traders from across the Atlantic. In 1664, the British took control and renamed it New York. English became dominant, but the population remained deeply mixed, and slavery continued shaping the city's early culture and labor. By the 1800s and early 1900s, millions of immigrants arrived, especially Irish, Italian, and Jewish communities from Eastern Europe, settling in places like the Lower East Side, Brooklyn, and Queens. Then, in the 20th century, the Great Migration brought Black Americans from the South, adding new speech patterns to the city. And today, migration from across the world continues to reshape how New Yorkers speak. Now, with that historical context in mind, let's discuss some key components of this accent. The first component is the biggest giveaway. It's that or sound in words like talk and coffee. Listen to these clips which do a much better job of illustrating this point.
If you want to talk like a real New Yorker, here's some things you're going to have to know how to say. First things first is the city. Real New Yorkers call Manhattan the city.
Nothing for nothing.
Nothing for nothing.
So you don't think that's an accent?
No, it's New York. That's the way we speak.
Personally, like, I'm not that big of an Instagram person. Like, I only got it about a year and a half ago when I moved from New York to California to kind of keep in touch with people. So relatively, I haven't had it that long. And then typically I wouldn't really put posts out like that, kind of like keep to myself a little bit. But I put it out, and then in a matter of a couple of days, like thousands and thousands of, not a couple of thousand followers and a lot of, DMs from strangers and stuff like that.
The second component is the dropping of the final R. You'll hear it with words like car. We do it as well in the UK, especially in London. Look, I drop the final R when saying words like car or water. I don't say car or water, I say car or water. This is true with New Yorkers as well.
Also, we drop the R, like, oh, where you going tonight? Oh, I'm going to the bar, I'm going to Bay Ridge. All right, no doubt, I'll come through. See you there, talk to you later. We're very short and to the point. Yes, we do elongate our words, like, oh, I'm so bored, get me out of this class, I can't take anymore.
Now, the neighborhood, you gotta realize in the early 80s, crack cocaine hit the city very big. It just hit, it flooded Bleecker Street. Right on the corner, there was a old church with an awning, and there would be shootouts down on the block all the time.
Wow.
The third component I'd like to discuss is that extremely fast rhythm.
A New York minute is usually very fast. They say a New York minute is like 15 seconds compared to everybody else's minute because we're so fast paced. But when New Yorkers say a minute, they mean a long time. Like, I haven't seen you in a minute. That's like forever.
Most people in New York are not New Yorkers anymore. You don't hear real New York accents anymore. We need like some museum to try to actually keep the accent alive. I meet people all the time. I'm like, where are you from? They're like, I'm from New York. I'm like, really? You're from New York? Because you don't sound like you're from New York. Well, I'm from Wisconsin, but I live in New York. It's like, well, then you're from Wisconsin. The question was, where are you from? Not where the do you live?
And the fourth component is a unique A sound. You'll hear it with words like bad and man. That A is slightly stretched.
Third of all, I can today legally walk into a gun show, pass the background check, and buy a dozen guns, walk out and sell them to criminal elements who will use them for bad things.
I think nonetheless, she has definitely brought something to all of us, whether it's been online or on TV. And for me, my takeaway, because you got to take away something from all of this, the good, the bad, the ugly, right? My takeaway from someone like Onaija Ahmed is New York. It's the accent. It's part of the charm.
Now, interestingly, this is an accent which you're going to hear less and less as New York becomes home to more and more transplants. As with everywhere else in the world, what we're seeing is a homogenization of accents, so this accent is one that's clearly disappearing. It's a bit sad, but it's true. What would be interesting to know, however, is what you guys think about the accent discussed in this video. Let me know down in the comments below. Is there anything else that you'll add to the list, or are there any words and phrases that you would attribute to a New Yorker? let me know. If you found this video useful, feel free to share it to somebody else who may find it interesting. If you like languages and accents, I've got a newsletter where I discuss this stuff every week. I'm going to link it down in the description. I'm also going to put all my other accent explained videos up here. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I shall see you in the next one. Peace.